Technical issues.
Hello.
We have somebody who has joined.
Yep.
Okay. You are now a part of our conversation. Yay.
Yep.
And I'm assuming Chris is going to be joining.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
He started the call.
He started the call, but he's nowhere to be seen in it.
Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't just rejoined.
As in you rejoin.
As in, they can rejoin into the call, or they should be able to, considering the call started. Well, at least Chris can.
Well, you should be able to. I can't see why not.
Yeah, neither can I.
We're just having some technical issues with my laptop. Chris came down and was like, oh, I see your problem. It is actually not loading. I was like, yeah, I told you. You don't like me.
Finally, got it to work. So I realised this funny thing. Got my face in it. I need to undo my face.
I agree.
My face. Oh, fine, I won't. I just got my face on full screen and it's horrifying. Yep.
If only I could record visual, that would have been amazing.
So, for everyone who who didn't know what was happening, I was rambling for a good few minutes, not realizing why I could only hear Andrew. I am not a smart man. She's got resting sarcasm face.
Oh, please. I've got resting bitch face.
It's true. She strikes fear into the hearts of grown men.
Don't agree with it. It will only enrage her.
Honestly, this video is just gonna be called the roast of each other, or something. Or
We roast each other for over 3 hours.
Yeah, I can see us.
I'll call it Friday Roast.
See. We have better humor. I'm just like, update, do not expect high quality of this session.
Update. We are not professionals.
No, not in the slightest.
This is all...
Amateur.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm moving myself around on the
Utterly
screen. You can
amateur
probably...
hour.
Amateur.
It's called
Wow.
teething problems.
Amateurs ramble about how to get Skype working for 3 hours.
Isn't that what we did?
Well, yeah. Well, we got it to work in less than 1 hour for our Everyone is John session, which was glorious for those of you who haven't seen it. Seriously, it was amazing.
Also, I may have to delay the stream further, because I've had a cigarette and a coffee, and you know what that means. Like, I must use the bathroom. I am dying.
Yeah, so we can just have an intermission.
An intermission of...
A very, very early intermission.
Isn't that called a prologue?
You might hear me through Chris's end.
Yeah,
His
that's
room
the
is right next to the
right
bathroom.
next to my room.
Yeah, there's a reason there's a mute button.
But there is something. There is an option, Marshall. You could go to the other end of the house.
No, I want everyone to hear.
But we don't. Well, you can. It's your subscribers are getting this. So
You're welcome.
headbanging for no reason.
Yeah. No, cookie's not for you.
Don't use this bathroom, Marshall. At least put the fan on. Such high quality in this stream, just beautifully high quality we've got right here.
And yes, I put the fan on. You're welcome.
Thanks. You've cleansed. I know. I put my face on in Skype. I just love the quality we've got in this stream. It's just like, just professionally done right here. Just that special.
Yeah, I ripped the USB cable out of the back of my computer that goes to the webcam, because no one needs to see me at this point.
I'm with you there, bud.
I did put a shirt on, just in case for some reason something turned on.
Thank
You
you.
have done a great service to all of humanity.
Yeah, I don't plan on showing me to anyone.
Oh, hey man. Oh no, she's got a DM laugh. I haven't even met your characters, and it has been a pleasure knowing you all.
Oh no!
Welcome everyone. I congratulate you on enduring that nonsense. Well done. If you're still listening,
I don't know.
and we plan to start soon at this
We
madness.
do plan
Maybe
to start
today.
soon.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Ah yes, truly the best production quality we could have on such a D&D session.
I need a drink.
How about I have a shot with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, I am recording. I am DM. And from now on, the players here will be referring to me as DM.
Or God, or just DM.
God is fine too.
Already got power hungry.
No issues with you guys calling me God.
Won't swear, but she's happy to commit blasphemy.
The whole purpose of me not being called by my name
Yes.
is because I do not want people on the internet to track me down in any sort of way.
Ah, yeah, that's fair enough.
And
So-
also, so distance herself from us, fools.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I know us.
Not to distance myself from you fools, but to ensure that my real identity stays personal and is not made public in any kind of way.
Which is
Yeah,
fine.
cool. Wait a minute. Her identity? Does this mean that are you secretly Spider-Man or something? I didn't expect that of you, but like,
Very funny.
you can repeat my name all you want.
He's not met by
I
idle
do not
threats.
think he understands why when someone calls you by your full first name. Will someone please explain this?
Anonymity.
But it's too entertaining just listening.
Also, how many Christophers do you know? There are like a
Fair
million
enough.
Christophers.
Alright.
This is news?
Yeah, there's like a million Christophers. It's like, good luck. You now know, oh wow, I have one of the most common names in Australia.
If only you didn't show your face before.
I know.
Which I did record that.
I know.
If you need Photoshop help, I can do that.
Thanks. Okay, so let's start off this little campaign
With introduction.
with the disclaimer
Okay.
from the book in which this campaign comes from, which states, Wizards of the Coast cannot be held liable for any long-term side effects of venturing into the dread realm of Ravenloft, such as lycanthropy, vampirism, a fear of dead things, a fear of living things, an inability to sleep without a night light on, and a +5 Holy Avenger under your pillow, and the unsettling suspicion that Strahd is too clever to be so easily defeated, and that this is all just part of some grand scheme of his to extend his power beyond Borovia. You didn't think you could escape unless he wanted you to, did you?
Oh, so like an average Friday night in some parts of Melbourne. I get it.
Yep. Average Friday night with me. Alrighty.
It's none of us go clubbing because we're all sad.
Except for me.
Incredibly so. Instead of going out to the clubs, we stay in our very own homes, or a friend's house, in some cases, to be online with other people that we know to play Dungeons and Dragons.
And just don't do it on Friday. Simple.
Yeah.
Clubbing
Or
works
do it
every
on
day
Friday.
of the week. Or better yet, let's do D&D at a club. Dun.
Yes.
Oh yeah. By the way,
Oh
you
my
mentioned
gosh.
that
Well,
I
there
may
are
be.
some bars that are like or playing
Yeah.
D&D and such at. Okay, so introduce yourselves.
Our characters, you mean?
Just
Oh, crap.
your name and what you look like.
Just a name on what we look like? Would you like me to go first?
If you would like to.
Okay, now I gotta pull up the, part on, what I look like. Okay. My character's name is Adrian Xavier Hale, shortened to Axel. He wears black-coloured pants with a black-coloured shirt underneath a vest with elaborately decorated royal blue, floral or leafy pattern, with highlights of gold over the blue, complemented with a large black coat that is covering a lavish shoulder cape, where the exterior is black, with the interior decorated with the same royal blue as the vest. The top of the shoulder cape that connects to the shirt and vest is a beautiful silver-plated piece, decorated in the same floral leafy pattern as the vest. A beautiful silver pocket watch has a chain that hangs from the top pocket that enters the lower pocket with the silver watch that is meticulously kept clean. Topped with a handsomely chiseled face with dark brown-black mustache with a goatee and clean chin fluff, with a long flowing dark brown-black hair that has a beautifully crafted top hat. You will also notice a ghostly skeletal hand on my shoulder. I am an albino drow.
Wow, you pretty much wrote a novel for your character description.
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
Which I very much appreciated.
Yay!
I'm not that creative.
Alrighty. Who's up next?
I'll go next if you want, just to show the comparison. So, hi. My character's name is Melalta. You probably pronounced it a little differently, perhaps, but that's basically the name. He's got blue eyes. He's got fair skin, blonde hair. He's only 3'1", so he's like waist height. He's not even a meter tall. He's got short blonde hair, and it's smooth, but it's often untidy, often out of lack of effort or just trying to pass himself off for someone. And he wears a variety of clothes. He's not particularly restricted to anything, and he's just a lightfoot. And as for his race, he's just a lightfoot halfling. And I know everyone's shocked at my race, the race choice of mine. Oh wow, me play a halfling.
Scandal.
Ah, yes, the tall man that plays a halfling.
The irony. Okay, I'm done. Nearly half my height.
Alrighty. Next.
Okay. So, I am Ren Filchbatter Doublelock, also just known as Ren. Pretty much think of your standard sort of gnome. Short, very, very excitable, short. Brown hair, brown eyes, nothing too fancy. He generally runs around in just a kind of dark brown jacket with a little bit of blue accents, and he generally just has dusty pants because he's always actually just scrounging around, just trying to find anything that's lost. When he does get kind of bored, or when he's just sitting around, for some strange reason he pulls out an actual human-sized trench coat and just kind of relaxes and sleeps in it. So if he's not moving around, or when he wakes up, he's been known to almost trip over himself in this massive trench coat. Other than that, when he's not in the trench coat, he's generally got a weird collection of items just strewn around him on his back. He's got, his homemade crossbow. He's got a few just little toys to tinker with as he goes along with. And yeah, that pretty much sums up my guy.
Coming out of the trench coat sounds like I've introduced something like
I guess it's my turn.
Yes, indeed it is.
My character is Thalados Nadar, a bright blue dragonborn with yellow hissing eyes. He wears a set of chainmail emblazoned with the symbol of Zeus, covered by a dark hooded cloak over the top. And that's it.
That's it.
My character is called Mia Suspirium. She has fair black hair, has a dark, heavy, hooded robes with pitch black war paint to obscure her identity, and that's it. Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
So that is everyone?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Great awkward silence. Really
Woo.
feeling it.
Just last night, all 5 of you had been at a ball which was hosted by the wonderful Lady Morwen of Morla. And she seemed to suddenly throw this ball. It was not planned. There is no reason, as it seems, to anyone that she decided to have this ball. It was a sudden choice, as it seems. For your own personal various reasons, you all decided to attend this ball last night. What might have Malalta's been?
Wow, well, probably free food, honestly. An
And
opportunist.
Axel?
I suppose upon seeing a dainty and eloquently addressed letter to a ball, he accepts
Ren?
Ooh, a ball. There's probably got to be fancy things and all sorts of fun things to play around with.
Nadar?
A fancy soiree like this, there's bound to be some shady dealings going around. Someone's got to destroy those people.
And Mia?
I'm just going to sit back and observe and keep a low profile.
No, why would you have attended the ball?
To observe the goings on.
Was it? Okay. So, when each and every one of you decided to leave the ball last night, the doorman, as you passed him, passed each and every one of you a small envelope which contained a note. The note simply stated a time the next night and the message saying, "Come back here for a simple mission of which you will be paid well."
Money!
Simple, paid well. I like the sounds of those things.
Mm-hmm.
I eat the letter to keep it from being discovered.
Okay.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
You now have a letter inside of your stomach.
And the letter now explodes.
Well, that's good fibre.
Upon returning to the castle of Lady Merwin, you are directed to a large dining room set up with an exquisite meal. There is large chicken, fully roasted chicken, full entire suckling pigs. There's all sorts of things on this, all along the table, covering it with all kinds of food. As you are invited to sit down at different parts of the table, Lady Morrowind herself walks in with her blazing red and gold embroidered dress and a large amount of golden jewelry around her neck, her wrists, hanging from her ears, all over her. She is just covered in gold.
I am currently paying attention to a pig on the table that's as the size of me.
Yes.
Just salivating.
Yeah, I'm probably... Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're both about the same size as some of the foods being served, so...
Milady, why is it you have brought us here?
Well, as my little note said, I have a very simple mission for all of you. But please, before you go, eat. Eat up.
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, I'd probably start honing in. Someone offers me food.
As
Yeah,
you
of
wish.
course.
I tell her I already ate, so I'm not hungry. Thank you.
Oh, that's a pity. I had my chef cook all of this, especially for all of you.
It's kind of rude if you don't eat when the host gives the food. Yum. Sorry about that. Really, really good.
Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
I go right
Yes.
for roast chicken. Just devour it as fast as I can.
I think one of the chicken legs is larger than my head, but I'd be eating through it.
It's just about the same size as your arm.
Oh,
I challenge Melata to a fencing contest with the limbs of the feast.
Yeah, I'm not sure how easily I'd lift it up, considering I have a 7 in strength.
You can do
but
it.
Yes. Yeah. The first roll is going to be trying to fence with the chicken.
Yep. Go ahead.
Alright.
Roll it.
Go on. I'm not sure how this is going to go down, but let's go.
Okay, I'm assuming straight D20. If it decides to work.
The R needs to be on the other side of the slash. Other side.
Oh, whoops.
Other side.
I know, I just got it the wrong way round.
That was my plan all along.
I know it's better.
Okay. Roll again.
So we just keep on both rolling?
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, the flesh of the actual limbs are just going everywhere
I re-roll.
every time it hits.
I re-roll because I'm a halfling boy.
Yep, re-roll it.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So, with your first swings, Malalta gets a hit on your arm, on Ren's arm, covering it in grease. And then the two of you go for a second swing at each other, and at first it seems as though Ren might actually hit Malalta and equal out the fight. However, Malalta suddenly ducks very quickly under Ren's swing of the chicken wing and spins and just whacks Ren on his back, flinging him forward into the table.
Alright, come here, Ren. I'll help you up. Come on.
Ooh, an apple.
That was amazing. Yeah, I help him up. Like, all the,
Behind the scenes, first off, Malalta, with the second lot of rolls, first Malalta rolled a natural 1, but because of her being a halfling, gets to roll again, and rolled a natural 20 the second time.
called halfling luck.
Good job. The lady at first seems quite taken aback that the two of you would fight each other with food. But then,
It was
upon
just a bit.
the incredible win by Malalta, the lady starts to just laugh. A very joyous laugh.
I can't believe I wasted my first natural 20 on poultry-based fencing.
I can't believe you're actually potentially regretting that.
Oh no, it's amazing. But it could have come up on a death save or anything like that. But no, poultry-based fencing.
That's
No,
what I'm here
that was
for.
amazing.
We got a video title right there.
That was quite the show, you two. Very interesting.
So, what was this job, milady?
Yes. Well, just outside of the walls of Morla is a band of, well, wayward travelers, I would say. And, well, at first they seemed quite harmless. But over the past few days, their actions have turned quite awful. I've recently been receiving reports from the guards that many travellers and townsfolk coming into or leaving the gates of Morla are being harassed by these travellers. They're demanding money and wine, and if my people refuse, they threaten to give them a hex of some kind. I've sent several guards to try and scare them away. However, the guards have been quite unsuccessful. And upon their return, they have spoken quite sympathetically about these visitors, which I suspect they might be under some kind of charm. So,
Do not worry, milady. Stand up to my full 3 feet 3 inches height. We'll take care of this, won't we, guys? I look back at everyone else.
well,
And I salute
because you
with...
stood to your feet on the floor, I presume, not on the chair, you stand up and your eyesight meets the table. Exactly.
I continue with what I said.
Thick top of the table is right at your eyeline.
I continue with what I said, but I raise my chicken leg or chicken drumstick over the top in salute.
Yes, well, my request is that you all go together, and tell them, these visitors, that if they do not leave before dawn, I will have their wagons set alight.
Don't worry, milady. I shall have me and my 3 servants attend to these gentlemen.
You have servants? Where are they? Where?
Well, you will find them in the far background, attending to my needs and whims.
Okay, cool. Can they bring some of this food with us? It's really good.
Charles?
Yes, my sir.
May I request that you bring some of this platter for these, delightful gentlemen and lady?
Of course, young sir.
Thank you, Charles.
With his final sigh, Charles,
Your laugh is funny.
a seemingly quite old man now, starts to slowly walk around the table and collect some of the food, seemingly to package it up and put it into a large rucksack.
Container. Rucksack, yeah.
Anything else from any of you?
I grab more chicken.
Sounds like an idea, actually.
Yep. You grab more chicken.
I
Do
take
you eat or do you just carry it?
Bit of both. I ate some of it, but I carry the rest.
Okay.
I take a
As I get
final.
up from the table,
You were saying?
I was going to say, as I get up from the table, I let out a large belch that crackles with lightning.
Delightful.
I hang my head in shame.
Ah,
I take a final sip of the red wine and stand to my feet and kindly bow to the lady.
Thank you, sir, for your politeness.
You are welcome. As anyone of your stature, I should be of the utmost respect.
Of course.
We appreciate the hospitality.
She bows her head to you, but just her head.
Thank you, my lady.
Nadar says, the belch was not no means of disrespect. That's how my people say, that was a great meal.
I point part of the chicken at him and nod.
Yes, of course. Being a diplomat myself, I know of many, how you say, common actions of various people around these lands.
I just walk up to them and nod, and am on my way.
Excellent.
As we leave, I'd probably try and get to know Ren, considering that I just had a fight using chicken bones with him.
Go ahead, talk amongst you two.
So, Ren, I noticed you as a man of, is Ren male or female? Because it's a
Male.
Ah, male, cool. So, Ren, yes, I noticed that you are a man of similar stature, though taller than myself. And you have remarkable talent in chicken-based fencing, a skill that I have rarely seen in these parts.
You're no slouch yourself.
Oh, you are too kind.
So when are we going for round 2?
Oh, but perhaps the next occasion when we have sufficient poultry.
We'll need to be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, other bones should do.
Yeah. But there's nothing like eating your weapon afterwards.
Yes, that is true. By the way, you seem to have a bit of... are we outside of the castle or whatever it is now? Or the manor?
I would say you are, yes.
Okay. If I can find the thing. Did I do this? So I'm going to cast Prestigation to try and get the grease off his shirt. It's like, let me just get this for you. And I just clean it off for him.
Thanks, man. I thought that was going to leave a stain. Awesome.
Yeah. It's good to meet you.
I offer him some of my chicken.
Oh, I've got some of my own, but thank you. Take a bit, eat it.
Yum. Alright.
So you three, tell me about yourselves. You there, strange, noble,
Thing.
pale drow person.
Me?
Yeah.
You would like to know more about me?
Yes, tell us about yourself. We seem to all be on this mission together. We may as well, get to know each other. Tell us the name, at least.
Well, I suppose I can talk to you about myself. I am of a noble family, as I am sure you have gathered.
Yes.
Yes, but tell us, what frightened you so much that it turned you so white?
Do you mean I was born like this?
Ooh.
I take offense.
I mean no offense. I am sorry for any offense given, and I bow.
No, it is okay, for I suppose a particular event has left me on the paler side of things. For
A catastrophic bleach accident? Oh, that sounds terrible.
No, I unfortunately have lost my family to the town, or city I should say, that I rule.
How do you lose a city? It's kind of hard. They're really big.
Yeah, they don't generally get up and move, in my experience.
They do not move, but I have gone on temporary leave until I find myself suitable to rule again.
That's a bit of a character building experience. Good to know about you.
Yes, I decided to go on some quests and understand people of your stature.
I know we are noticeably shorter than you, but I don't see why we should be treated differently.
Quite.
Oh, wait. Tell you what. Nata, get on my shoulders. How about this?
Oh, we'd be at like an eye level then. You're a genius, Ren.
There you are, now at your stature.
I climb up on his shoulder. Hello.
Hello.
You very well know that is not what he meant.
Are you sure I have an 8 in wisdom? Oh, I am a traveller though, so I probably would have worked it out.
Yeah.
I'm also talking to Ren.
I know. But I'm having fun. What sort of gnome doesn't like a good joke?
Yeah.
If it means being literally sat on by another person, that's all in good jokes.
You're not that heavy.
That's true.
I reckon I can lift 2 of you.
You probably could. I could lift a man, that's a sad part.
Ooh, if you could lift yourself, could you fly?
That's not how physics works.
But we don't know until you try.
I'm going to beat my arms up and down as hard as I can to see myself.
As he does that...
Roll a d20.
As he does... I jump, or I try to jump to give him a...
Okay.
Double clicked, but that's amazing.
That's a fairly good roll.
To be fair, it was the
Start
10.
flapping your wings, arms, and you can feel the wind pushing on your arms as you're moving them up and down, and so you flap them even harder, and you feel yourself lift off just a small half-inch, and then you fall back down to the floor.
You're a genius, Ren. I just have to work at that. Give me...
That was quite amazing. You
I'm
are
a very small man.
You're an incredible funny lot.
Tell you what, Mr. Dragonborn, what do you reckon if you throw this guy? If you throw him, that might just be what he needs, almost like a bird.
This is a brilliant plan. I see no problems with it.
I just start laughing because I know it ain't gonna work.
I have 8 wisdom, so I don't care.
Let's see about that.
I weigh, without my equipment, I weigh 39 pounds, so this should not be a difficult one. That's like a bit over 10 kilos.
My character proceeds to facepalm and sigh, and the skeletal hand follows his hand's actions.
Well, it's no need to be embarrassed that you didn't think up this amazing idea, honestly.
I am not embarrassed. I am concerned for your well-being.
Actually, wait. That's actually a good point.
Your three servants are, though they are about 5 feet behind the whole group, they are giggling at themselves.
I pull out my grappling hook and I hand the rope to Malalta. It's just in case you fly, we don't want you to go too far.
Oh, brilliant idea! Yeah.
And I pass the grappling hook over. You know what? I hold on to the grappling hook.
Brilliant, Ren. You're a very clever man. Always watching out for me. I like you.
So is this little fly or not?
Well, we'll have to test
wait
it.
to find out.
So as he picks me up, I'm going to start flapping my arms in advance as hard as I can.
I want both Ben and Chris to roll d20s.
Oh. I actually do set up.
That was an 18 and a 17. Okay.
I assume it was a strength check.
Yeah, yours was a strength check.
Yeah, I thought so.
His was to see how successful he was.
Oh my goodness.
Nadar, you very easily pick up little tiny halfling Malalta and hold her? Him. Hold him up in the air above your shoulder and then throw him forward like you would with a giant rock. And
Oops, that was accidental.
there is lovely Christopher's. You see for a couple of seconds after throwing him that
That was a premature dice roll.
that was all. For a couple of seconds, Malalta does seem to actually manage to fly.
I believe I can fly.
But then, just as soon as it seems as though he's successfully done it, he's the first humanoid to be able to fly like a bird. His body just plummets and crashes down to the ground.
Bang. Oh. How far do I fall?
Now we get to find out why I rolled the d4.
No. Now I get to roll.
Well, you don't say I didn't warn you.
I look back and it's just, come on, you think birds...
Damage.
I shout out loud, birds didn't learn how to fly initially, they fell down as well.
Yeah, this was for science, all you haters. We have contributed valuable information.
We know it is possible. We must refine this.
Yes. Oh, I mean, it hurts.
I suppose
but, like,
I can refine it by throwing you again.
Maybe later.
Oh, yeah.
You need to recover your energy. You just flew for the first time. You're the first halfling to ever fly.
Yeah! At least without magic. Probably some
Yes.
bloke mastered sorcery or something. But that's cheating. I'm doing it with my arms. I flapped so hard I flew for a few seconds.
How about next time we try it over a cliff?
Actually, yeah, that would make him actually get more speed.
And I have the rope, so if it fails...
As all of this goes on, you all reach the gates of Morla.
Ooh,
Oh.
these are big. Wait, these are big to you as well.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh yeah, these gates are huge to you guys. So even to Nadar, these are quite big. These gates are about, I'd say about 25 feet tall.
Wow, I could actually be thrown up there if needed be. This is
Yeah,
just
but we could just fix the gaps in the fence where that's
Oh,
small.
yeah. Yeah, that's true.
A
Please do not encourage this
fairly
idiocy.
tall guard approached. His armor shining quite brilliantly in the setting sun light. So, what are you lot leaving the town for?
Ah, yes.
We're on a
We got-
mission. Do you want to explain it?
Who are you referring to?
You, actually.
Okay. Ah, yes, good sir. We have actually come here upon request of Lady Marone. I can't even read my own writing. Merwin, to remove of some unwanted travelers.
The kind travellers over on the other side. Oh, right, yeah. I heard she was going to get some people. All right, okay. Well, I guess you lot are allowed to leave the city at this time of night.
Thank you, sir.
But, yeah, be careful of that lot. I've had some of my mates come back and they've been really weird. Like, really weird when they've come back. So, you lot better be really alert.
Could you elaborate on really weird?
Well, they just kind of stared off into nothingness and just kept moving, and when we tried to stop them and asked them whether the travellers were going, they said they're fine. Like this glaze over their eyes, and they didn't move or nothing. They just stood there staring straight into my eyes and said, they're fine, they're not doing anything. And then my mates just kept walking into the middle of the town.
That is weird.
That is rather strange.
Exactly, that's why I said it's really weird.
Well, thank you for elaborating further. We will try to deal with these travellers.
Good. Someone needs to, but I'm just a bit, like put off by them. They just, it's just weird for someone to go and see a group of people and then come back like that.
I think perhaps
Put
it's best...
shivers down my spine.
I understand, and I think perhaps it's best that you should find somebody to cover for your shift, for you to take some rest.
Oh no, I'm fine. I didn't go out there. I don't want to go out there.
Well, fair enough. We shall be seeing you.
I hope so. Alright, Gary, bring open the gates. And he spins his hand around in the air, and the gates creak slowly open.
I run up to the gates to try and look up and see the mechanism lifting them up. Ooh, how are you guys doing that? Is it just a
They're
standard
not
sort of gate?
lifting up, they're opening out.
Oh. In that case, ignore that.
They're moving almost like gigantic doors. However, no one is pushing them.
Okay, that's weird. Could I do an Arcana check to see if I know anything about, like, magical stuff?
I mean, you can.
I'm just gonna check what I have proficiency in. Oh yeah, just a straight check then. Straight intelligence. There we go. Oh.
Okay. Well, in your mind, you think there must be something magical going on here. Like, it must be using magic of some kind to open it. But you're not sensing anything. But then again, you're not really sensing anything right now with anything else. It's like your senses for this sort of thing is dull at the moment.
Oh man, that's weird.
Can I try to make an Arcana check?
You can.
Being that I am a sorcerer.
You can.
Can I try to look if it's just a standard guardhouse and they're opening the gates?
You can, yes.
I will roll.
Right, I'm assuming intelligence or perception for me, or investigation.
Do you want to
Investigation would be good.
If you want to have a look around, do you want me to try and lift you up? Nah.
Guess who's back?
Alright.
Ooh, that was good.
So, first off, with Ryan,
Mia.
with Mia, she has encountered gates similar to this, which have had a magical component of some sort that has opened such doors. However, you notice with these, there is nothing magical about them. They seem entirely mechanical.
Okay. I convey that information to the rest of the party.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And see what their take is on that.
Okay.
With Ren, you having a harder look at these doors, you do notice through the crack that opens up between a door and the doorway. However, in this case with the giant gates and the gate archway, that these are indeed mechanical. You can see some gears and pulley systems just hidden away out of sight inside of the two towers beside the giant gate.
I just looked back at the party. You stupid nubs, it's just a standard mechanical gate.
Yeah, fair enough.
It does completely ignoring the whole situation. He's just checking on Vault.
And I merrily skip through the gate.
You merrily skip through the gate. Lovely.
Yep.
The rest of you just see a short gnome, this gnome Ren that you've just recently met, just start skipping like a little 12-year-old girl, skipping through the gates, onward outside of the city.
Pointing the leftover chicken leg forwards. Onwards!
I'm probably just gonna walk normally.
I shall follow, but upon seeing somebody of the party running off further without us, I shout out, "Don't run off too far, we should probably stick together."
I start skipping in a circle. Yes, mother!
You remember saying that exact line to your own mother many years ago.
Definitely.
Talking to Axel here.
Oh, bother.
So, as all of you step outside of the gates of Morla, keep having to look at my notes to see what I named the city. You notice just a little ways out, about 60 feet away from the gate, but still close by to the road, is a campfire blazing, which you can see quite clearly because of it now being dusk. Well, it is dusk now. It is very much nighttime.
Okay.
Wow, we really dilly-dallied a while. You guys want to have a rest here?
I'm gonna have an investigation because I know campfires don't just pop up in the middle of nowhere.
Alright. Are you going to do an investigation at the town gates, or are you going to do an investigation when you get close to the fire?
Yeah, that's right. I'll probably do a perception check first from a distance, because I'm not exactly going to go right up to the fire and be like, "Oh, is this fire hot? Ouch, it is." And so that is... it's 1d20 plus 1, so I'll just roll an intelligence 1. I see. I do not perceive it very well. Guys, I think there's a fire.
Right, well,
You
if you
think.
guys can move your pieces.
Escape from God! Everyone fast enough looking out, right? The deity of the session.
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell.
What the fuck,
For
man?
frick's sake, where is that bloody dragon?
That bloody dragon.
That bloody dragon.
I'm sure he's at the bar. Bar, you know.
Well, we can leave. If your friends would.
That one.
I love how easily abused we are.
I'm fading away. Fading away. I'm melting. Oh gosh, what is with the black bullet?
Yeah. The year was 1778.
How I wish I was in Sherb now. And what makes you say that?
How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now.
Look, I'm
A
slowly
letter
typing out the song
marking
lyrics.
from the king to the scrummiest vessel I've ever done seen.
I'm typing out the lyrics to.
I don't know what's going on,
line
but I blame Ben. I am now been assimilated into the box.
I love it. We go on Roll20. This program has been elegantly designed just to When I blame Ben, I love how this is a program designed to bring about.
There we are. You can't see anything.
There are numbers everywhere.
Alright, please get rid of all of that.
I won't type out the songs to Barrett's privateers then.
No, don't.
Oh, we play on D&D to entertain ourselves and entertain everyone who may watch at some point in the future.
What do we entertain most by? The ability to write words on a screen.
Yep, that's us.
Hang on, what's happening?
Oh.
I feel like this is one giant meme. This-
It will be by the end of it.
Now Simone's been entertained by our hijinks. Oh, how I look like I'm full size.
Attack ships on fire on the shoulder of Orion. I watch sea beams glitter in the dark near the Tenhauser Gate. All those moments will be lost in time, like tears in rain. Time to die. Again, all bets fall. Alrighty.
How do you lose a character?
I don't know.
Apparently very easily.
Anyway,
Cool, moving on.
after a quick token change, yes, so you guys have left the gates of the city of...
He's saying some everything.
As always, I have to check that. You guys have left the city of Morla, and you've walked down the hill to find a small clearing where the path goes off to the side. And why is Malalta taking damage?
Because I took damage because I fell from a great height.
Oh, right. Yes.
I just decided to put my health up there, so...
Yes. Anyway. So, blink, blink. There we go.
Ah, yes, because it's dark.
Yep.
I've got dark vision though.
Oh.
Ah, oops.
Do I
And isn't the
have
campfire
dark
on?
vision?
Hmm?
No, I
Isn't
do
the
not.
campfire on? And I have dark vision.
Yes, I'm trying to get the campfire up.
I'm trying to...
Curse my
tell-
albinism.
Huh?
I said curse my albinism, I am completely blind.
Can I hold the hand of someone who has dark vision? Because I can't see shit.
I can't see anything and I'm kind of panicking.
So only two of us have dark vision. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if my guy opens his mouth, he can get a little glimpse of something. Because of all the lightning.
Does anyone have any light spells?
Hold on.
When I do have torches.
I have candles. I think I might have a torch.
Can I cast Dancing Lights?
That'll be dim light.
You can, yes.
Will that make it visible for everybody?
It'll make it visible to a certain point.
It'll be dim light though, so we'll have disadvantage on our perception checks. Well, except for old Ren and Axel, I think.
That's better. Alrighty. This comes away because of...
It'd be way too long to figure out how to zoom out.
I can't access my stuff, but I'm pretty sure I don't have dark vision.
There we go. That's better.
Is it?
Okay. It is for me. It is for me.
Oh, that's cool.
So, you guys can see the glow of the light from the campfire.
I can't see that. I just have a completely black screen.
What?
Yeah, we've just got a circle around our characters of... You know what?
I don't even have that.
Going...
I don't know where my character is. Oh, I found him because they just clicked.
So, I think each of us has... yeah, now we can see
How
the
about that?
campfire.
Yeah.
Yep. We can
Can't see anything.
I can't see anything.
I can't see
Can
shit.
you two see anything?
You know what, I'm just moving... Mars, can you move your character away from those three? Just to test something out? Yeah, so it's only enabled on me and Mars.
Ah, there we go. Oh, I see.
So I need Ben and Ryan.
This is
now.
really cool.
There we go.
Yeah, this is cool.
What are you meowing about, mister?
Sorry, I'm moving all over the place because apparently when I try to move down, it moves me up.
Well, then just move up. It should move you down.
When I move up, it moves me up.
There we go. Now can everyone see?
Yes,
Yes, I can see.
Okay.
this is
Excellent.
really
We
cool.
see the light.
Just some technical difficulties. Okay. So, gathered around this crackling bonfire, you see about a dozen men and women. The folk are in good spirits. Few of them sing and dance around the fire, while others find happiness in their flasks and wineskins.
Oh, they sound like they're having fun. How about we go join?
Yeah, chug, 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 chug.
I'm so disappointed I didn't pick sleep. But nah, probably won't be necessary. So do we want to talk?
As in wander over and talk to the people.
Yeah.
3 barrel-topped wagons are parked at odd angles. Can't even read my own handwriting. Tied to a nearby tree, grazing are half a dozen draft horses, wearing bright coats with bangles and tassels.
Hey guys, how's it going? What's going on around here?
Hey, more people! More people! Yeah!
Hey, what's the party?
They're all holding flasks and this lady over here, if I can get my... Why won't it work? Why won't it work? Oh well. Lady over here. Can I... No. No, that's a man. To the left. Up. North. That one.
That one.
Thank you.
This one.
Yep, that one. She is going around carrying a tray that has a couple of flasks of what seems to be wine, and there's one giant, like, just bottle of wine. And this guy here. Hello, people, come join us with drinks. We have many drinks. We have drinks from our own land. Join us with our joy.
Alright, these people seem...
What is your
delightful.
land?
I think this calls for a feast. Where was that food
This my
that we
land. My
bundled?
land is far away from here. Far away from here. It takes a long time for us to travel over there. We just having a nice break, staying here for a little bit before we go back to our lands.
What is your lands called?
The name's forgotten. Don't worry about it. Anyway, you want to join us with drinks?
Ah, yes.
Yes,
I'd like
drinking
to
time.
ask a few questions, if I may.
The little ones want to... Are they allowed to drink?
We are adults, yes.
I would like you to know I am in fact 29 years old.
You're the size of my knees.
We just have a growth disorder.
Growth disorder is alright, yeah. You two are tiny. You're like little children. How can you be adults?
Well, my parents were this height, so I'm this height. So if you've got a problem with it, you might want to bring it up with them.
Alright, that's perfectly fine. And who are you? He points to you, Zeus.
Who?
What are you? You big, you covered in scales.
Well, I can tell when I'm not wanted.
Oh no, not that you are not wanted. I'm curious. I never seen thing like you.
I am a dragonborn, sir.
I guess that makes sense with all the scales and looking a bit like a dragon. Yes,
And
cool.
the light. Don't forget about the lightning.
Lightning? Where?
What? What lightning? Where lightning? I don't see storm clouds. Why you mention lightning? There are no storm clouds.
Oh. Your fire seems to be going down.
I take steps
Oh,
back.
fire, fine.
I can fix this.
Actually, I grab the halfling and I pull the halfling back. Don't get close to him. Trust me, it doesn't end well.
Alright.
Why have I decided to join a team of buffoons?
Hey, we're not the one lighting everyone on fire. We're just figuring out how people fly.
Yes, we're doing science. Have you done any science lately?
Yes, I have performed many the scientific research.
And in what field was this?
You, sir, you look similar to my master.
Me?
I'm just gonna stay.
Yeah. Very similar to my master.
And whom might your master be?
Never mind that. Drinks. We have drinks. We have excellent drinks. We've got wine from our homeland. It's very different from the wine you have here. Our wine is actually called Red Dragon Crush.
Ooh, how's it made?
It's just the usual. We get grapes, we crush the grapes, we pour the juice from the crushed grapes into bottles. We add spices and such into it to make it taste nice. And then we let it sit and ferment for a while down in basement where it's cool. And then after a while, it alcoholic, it make you drunk, it really nice.
I'm taking notes on this, by the way. So,
It's just like
why
no
dragon?
wine.
Why the dragon part in the name? Is it just the name?
Oh, no, the whole point of it being called Red Dragon is because of the spices we add into it.
Ooh, what sort of spices?
Yeah, I can't tell you that.
Why not?
Fire capsicum in there.
Well, one, I don't know what the spices are. And two, even if I did know what the spices were, I would not be allowed to say because I am not part of the Wizards of Wine.
Ah, okay.
That's the winery that makes this wine.
I tear the piece of paper off and I throw it in the fire.
Why you throw perfectly good paper in the fire?
Yeah, it was useless for me for now. It's okay, I pull out 5 more notebooks from my actual backpack. I got more. Shove them back
Oh, wow, you prepared. Why are you so prepared?
I must know, or I must find all sorts of new toys and discover how to bloody make them.
Toys.
Toys, drinks, devices, anything. You name it, I make it.
They're a very good toy maker back in my land. He very good. He make toys that make all the children go wee.
In a good way?
Invigorating.
In good way, of course. Why else? Why else would children go wee? With
If
big
they really have to
smiles
go.
across their faces.
Meanwhile, I get my character to be like, Karen Charles Edmund, I would like to find out the name of this master they speak of.
It is probably the one that you seek, sir, says Edmund.
Quite. They seem to be very secretive about it, and therefore I am quite suspicious.
Well, of course he would want them to keep it secret.
This is indeed going to be a difficult one.
Of course, sir. But is this not the reason why you decided to take up this mission?
Yes, very true. Very true. Well, if it is the one that we seek, perhaps it is best to stay at this camp. Find more information.
Yes, sir. Perhaps they may lead us to these lands.
Perhaps they will. Perhaps we can gain their trust to allow us entry.
Perhaps.
Awesome. That's just me talking.
Oh no, I figured that was still Axel, even though you went so normal.
It just suddenly turns around. Awesome.
Awesome! Let's do it! Alrighty. So, they offer you all wine. Their wine from their homelands. And, You look at it, the smell of it smells absolutely divine. It looks like normal wine, but as soon as you take one sip of it, it tastes like the dullest thing you have ever put your lips to. It seems to have no real flavour whatsoever. It's not entirely bland, but it doesn't have that same kind of pizzazz that the foods and wines that you are all used to have.
I'm gonna be an absolute arsehole right now.
Yes?
What?
No? Yes?
It has such a pleasant aroma.
It's definitely different to what I'm used to.
Yes, that is what everybody says. It is very different from any other wine you ever tasted.
Honestly, I find this beverage, and he holds himself back from saying something awful, interesting.
It's very bracing.
Bracing? Why bracing?
It's another word for ooh, what's this? It's a shrub.
It's a tree. Anyway,
What? me and the man on the bench have become one.
Yep.
anyway, what brought you all to my camp?
Well, sir, we are looking for a particular set of travellers that seem to be saying that they will inflict a curse upon any of those who do not give up their gold to them. Have you come across these particular travellers?
Everyone needs gold, yes? More wine?
I think I shall restrain myself from having any more of this wine. I wouldn't want to ruin any of my palate.
Why would it ruin your palate?
By drinking
'Cause
too
it's
much, of
like,
course.
Why are you meow so loud? Sorry, my cat is like on the other side of the house and I just clearly heard him go, "Meow."
You just said it in character, though. It was like, what? It's like, excuse me, but Axel
What
has
if
not
the
meowed,
horses
thank you.
instead of braying meows?
It seems like stacks on where I am.
Oh gosh. He's just meowed again. I don't know what he's doing. Poor. What?
Kitty.
Thank you, Malata.
Malalta.
Malalta.
Mally. Mal.
Do you know what it means? If
No.
I got the translation right. It means not tall. You're all anti-tall, sort of. It basically means short, or shorty.
Tommy, where are you?
And apparently Ren
I
is saying
actually
smother
genuinely
him
cannot
without
find my cat.
Maybe that's why he's mowing. You can't find me.
Cat is put to bed. Alright. So, yeah. More wine?
Actually, I was thinking that I could perhaps sample whatever it is that your master has.
What do you mean has?
Well, you said you have a master. Obviously, you send him or her wine.
Oh, no. We come here to other lands to trade and bring things from other lands back to our homeland for our master.
I see.
Yeah, we travel to other places, we trade, then we go back to our master and show him what we got.
Interesting. Just
Yeah.
a bunch of travelers.
Yeah, we travel a lot.
Do you have any good stories of your travels?
Not about, not stories about travels, no.
But you do have good stories?
I have a good story.
May I hear this story?
Depends.
Depends.
What were you sent to us for?
Well, we are looking for some travelers who keep asking for...
Travelers, yes.
Yes, for passers-by gold, and if they do not comply, they are told that they will be cursed. We're there to find these travelers and move them along their way.
Move us along our way. You make me laugh, sir.
In what way do I make you laugh?
What could you possibly do to make us leave? Eh?
Indeed. What could I simply do? He just smiles at him.
Okay. You smile.
Well, I believe we have found said travellers.
I sneak over to behind one of the wagons.
Oh, sorry.
And I start investigating to see if there's anything hidden around there, or if it's quite literally just barrels of wine.
Roll investigation. think it might all be just wine, maybe.
I start sampling.
And
Yeah, it all tastes very much like that same, same disgusting wine that you guys all just sampled recently.
Cool. I start sampling this cart.
So we're just kind of a drunk gnome.
That's my goal.
So that load doesn't have the same kind of zing. It's even more bland.
I try the third.
So with the third, as soon as a single drop of it passes your lips, you are filled with absolute disgust. The taste of it far surpasses any other horrific drinks you have ever tasted before.
I run off screaming.
You wish to spit it out.
I run off screaming into the bushes to spit out.
Because that totally won't draw attention.
what was that?
Yeah, the three guys on the benches are just like, huh? What's he running up for?
I suppose I should go and see what has happened.
Might be idea.
Bye! Obviously he doesn't say bye, he just dashes off rather quickly to go see what's going on.
Can't find anything. I can't find anything in the actual wagons other than just wine. Believe it or not, they actually gave us the best tasting stuff out of the lot.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so if they're hiding anything, it's probably on their persons. I'm gonna go check the horses.
Go and check the horses. Perhaps we can do some things of the
While they're doing this.
illegal kind.
While they're doing this, I'm going to try and keep the attention by saying, so, tell me more about your homeland.
Oh, there's not much to tell, really. Just land, many things all going on all around the place.
Every homeland has its issues.
Yeah. I mean, some of the people of our lands don't like our master, but we like him. He does right by us, so we do right by him.
As long as, you get along with them.
We have an echo quiz. We have the
Christopher, we have the My name is Christopher Wobbin.
Wabbly wabbit season.
Bloody
Is
hell.
it wabbit season? I don't know if it's wabbit season.
I keep doing that today. I don't know why.
We're hunting wagons.
Wagons.
We're hunting dragons.
Wed wagons wine.
Ooh. Out of curiosity, could I go and inspect the different carts and see what they taste like?
You can, but you will get exactly the same description as what Andrew got.
Okay, well, never mind then. Pointless.
Right, I tried to sneakily or stealthily search any of the saddlebags that the horses have if the saddlebags are still on them?
The horses don't actually have saddlebags on them.
That's right, because they'll be pulling wagons.
Exactly. They've got what's it called?
Harnesses.
They've all got like these mechanisms that hold them to hold the wagons to them for them to take the wagons along with them.
The wagons.
The wagons.
No, the wagons.
The wagons.
Who's playing Halfling Camp, by the way? Halfling Camp.
Halfling quack. Alrighty. Are you guys going to relay to these guys what Lady Marwyn said?
I shall. I can't remember it all in full detail, but I'm sure my character does and is just gonna be straight up.
What did she say she'll do if they're not gone?
Something
motion-
malicious sounding.
I motion for the drow.
The dwow.
The drow.
Wow.
And I whisper in the very, very long white ear, horses have nothing. Shall we threaten them to burn the wagons? The wagons?
The wagon.
Wagons.
The wagons.
The wascally wagons.
And then I just kind of edge away, slowly going outside the campfire's light and around to the wagons.
Oh yeah, that's right. Didn't she threaten to like? What did she threaten to do?
Burn the wagons, which is why I just told you to say
Yeah.
that.
Okay, she did actually say that. Okay, I was like, I'm
They
pretty
did
sure
not
she
catch-
said to burn the wagons, but you know.
And with a swift motion, I slit his throat.
Do you?
You never take me alive! Hey, you wouldn't have been able to see me.
Yeah,
I was outside.
I was over here.
You have no dark vision.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have no dark vision.
Well, I'll relate what Lady Morana Morrowind. I cannot read my own writing. Morrowind said about burning said.
Then do.
Yep.
Yeah, can't wait to meet the next noble, Lord Skyrim.
What?
Morrowind.
Ah. Right. Gotcha.
The name choice wasn't mine.
No. I'm dancing, but you can't see my sick dance moves.
Uh-huh.
Probably for the good of
Yeah,
humanity.
because they are actually sick. S-I-C-K. Not S-I-K.
Anyway, is Axel going to relay what Lady Marwyn said?
Yes.
Then go forth, young one.
Then go forth.
Oh, okay. Well, you see, Lady Morrowind,
Yes, the lady of this city, yes.
suggested that you travelers, which I am assuming she is referring to you, should swiftly leave, or you shall find your wagons set on fire.
Oh, don't worry. We have no wish to make enemies of Lady Morwyn. I'll tell you that that story now. First, you listen to story, and come morning, we'll be gone. I promise you.
As long as you promise to be gone by morning, then, shall be it. I'm very curious as to your story.
With you saying that, a sly grin creeps across his face.
Could have guessed.
I'm Stanimir, by the way.
Stunning.
It is a pleasure to meet you. I have my daughter, Damia, the girl who is taking the wine around, nods her head. Then there's my son, Radka, one of the guys on the bench, waves. And then we have also Kirov, Stachya, Enya, Koter, Steva, Estor, and Makia.
Charmed.
They all bow their heads and keep dancing away and singing and laughing. And Stanmir, he grabs his flask of wine, takes a giant swig of it, goes right up to the fire, and spits into it. When he spits the wine into the fire, the flames change from an orange, blazing orange, to a bright green.
Ooh.
As the flames dance and sway in the wind, a dark shape appears in the bonfire's core. We come from an ancient land whose name is long forgotten. A land of kings. Our enemy forced us from our homes, and now we wander the lost roads. The dark shape in the fire takes the form of a man, being knocked from his horse, a spear piercing his side. One night, a wounded soldier staggered into our camp and collapsed. We nursed his terrible injury and quenched his thirst with wine. He survived. When we asked him who he was, he wouldn't tell us. All he wanted was to return home. But we were deep in the land of his enemies. We took him as one of our own and followed him back toward his homelands. His enemies haunted him. They said he was a prince, yet we didn't give him up, even when their assassins fell upon us like wolves. Deep in the bonfire, you see the dark figure standing with a sword drawn, fighting off a host of shadowy shapes. This man of royal blood fought to protect us as we had protected him. We bore him to safety to his home, and he thanked us. He said, "I owe you my life. Stay as long as you wish. Leave when you choose, and know you will always be safe here." The figure in the dancing fire vanquishes its final foe, and then disappears in a cloud of smoke and embers. Stanimir's face becomes a somber mask. curse has befallen our noble prince, turning him into tyrant. We alone have the power to leave his domain. We've traveled far and wide to find heroes such as yourselves to end our dread lord's curse and put his troubled soul to rest. But this is problem to be solved for another time. His melancholic frown suddenly changes to a joyful smile. For now, we drink and be merry. Come, let us dance. Stanimir stands, downs the rest of his drink, and begins to dance with his daughter. His son, Ratka, comes up to you, Axel.
Yes.
Can't actually grab him to move him, because I only made Stanimir movable. If you ever find yourselves in the lands of Borovia, seek out our leader, Madame Eva. She has all answers you may seek.
Thank you. Make a mental note.
Should always write notes in your under your character sheets, guys.
I should actually do it in that instead of on a separate notepad.
Yeah, I've been writing in a notepad.
Put it on a separate notepad in front of you, if you feel more comfortable with that. The night continues with many drinking and dancing. A few times the camp and Stanimir cheer to all of you. And sometimes you see that sly smirk on Stanimir's face as he whispers to some of the others.
They were ghosts.
I don't feel so good.
Didn't mean to undo that.
The ground! What's going on with the ground?
What? Undo.
Strahd has a reality stone.
What was in that wine?
Guys, that wine might have tasted terrible, but there was something pretty awesome in it. I've never been that drunk in my life.
Screw this, sacrifice to the blood gods!
Everyone in the fire.
You're flame resistant, aren't you?
No, he's lightning resistant.
Everyone in the fire!
Jump on... Take the fire!
Where'd it go?
The god has spoken. No sacrificing ourselves into the fire.
We are not permitted to burn ourselves alive. How horrible. Ah!
Someone with the fire. The fire is me. Oh.
Fire's disappeared. We can no longer cleanse ourselves with flame. That said, no, that I just tried to lie by flapping my wings.
Boink.
So, fact, when I scroll the screen to the side, the circles around the characters scroll separate to the characters as the window actually goes. So when I scroll to the left, because I've zoomed in, all of the circles that show us a sight around the characters...
I do!
Okay. Everything should have just
They
gone
go up
right.
down as well!
I don't know why everything's... Whoa, what the heck? I don't know what's going on.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna zoom out.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm reloading. Roll 20.
Unpausing. So the night passes, and it seems that at some point during the night you all fell asleep. Once you awaken... No, hold on. You awaken with heads thumping. The only remains of last night is a charred patch where the fire once blazed orange and green. A light fog hangs in the air. As you look around at the empty clearing... Hold on, I still, for some reason... Here we go. As you look around at the empty clearing, a child's voice drifts through the air. They went into the fog in the woods.
Who's there?
No, wine. This is a weird hangover.
If they went into the fog in the woods, I must follow.
Looking upward, up in the trees, Chris and Andrew, you both spot a creature which resembles a child no older than 11. Though, strangely, this child's skin is a light blue colour, and its bright yellow eyes, as big as saucers, watches you intensely.
Oh, look, it's our dragonborn friend's, like, cousin or something.
Probably twice removed.
His cousin. Goodness me, right, you idiots.
Well, what are you then?
You're both blue, you both have gold eyes.
A godling. Thank you very much.
Oh, why didn't you say that to begin with?
Because it's kind of obvious by my blue skin, you numpty.
Only if we've seen someone like you before, you numpty.
Oh, I'm sure you lot have probably seen things like me. At least you two would have.
Do I know anything about this kind of thing?
Roll a d20 for me. Roll a history check, actually.
Alright, I think that for me is just a straight intelligence roll. Yes, it is. So, conveniently, I have intelligence right here.
Nice.
Yeah, likewise for me, so...
I have a 6. I am not rolling well.
I have a 10. And I'm assuming because he isn't a magical item, alchemical object, or a tech device, I can't actually get,
Your expertise in it, no.
Yeah.
So, Malalta doesn't recognise this kind of creature, but, Ren, you vaguely remember maybe seeing another one similar to this one, back when you were actually a child?
Oh. Do any of your people come by Tasseldale?
Well,
Have you heard about that?
I think there is another one over at Tasseldale.
Okay, yeah.
There's
might have
heaps of us
actually
all
seen-
about.
I might have actually seen one then. I only saw him with a kid, so I thought he fell into someone's workshop and got turned blue as a result.
No, that wasn't a godling. That was just some idiot some idiot child.
Huh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
nah. We're special kind of people.
Sure,
is it just-
everyone's special.
Is it
No,
just
we are.
Prove it.
is it just us who can see them?
Yes, it is.
Can anyone
Everyone
else?
else just hears a disembodied voice.
Can anyone else see that, or are you just hearing us talk to ourselves?
Well, right now, what I am seeing is two miniaturized people talking to a disembodied voice.
So you can't see a physical form.
No, I cannot. It's quite discerning.
That's a useful trick. Can you teach me how to do that?
No, I can't, because it's only a godling thing. See?
Ah. That would be cool. That'd be fun.
It must be fun.
Oh,
indeed.
yeah. It comes in handy so many times. I get to play so many pranks on the adults inside of this town, inside of Moana, because they can't see me.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
So
Oh,
why?
it is. It's so much fun.
So why can only we see you?
Oh, because I mistook you two for kids.
Yeah, everyone else is actually vertically challenged in the wrong direction. We're the only normal ones here.
No,
Yeah, but
no. I've seen the adults inside of the town. They're all the same height as those lot.
Yeah, they are. They're no fun.
Yeah, nah, they're not fun, are they?
Always getting annoyed when you take something and pull it apart. Yeah.
I know, right? All it wants to do is find out how it works.
Exactly, and you put it back afterwards.
no one
Well,
has to know.
I do,
Nah,
at least.
I don't. I take it up to my home.
Yeah.
Well, no one
Yeah,
can see you. That you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's an advantage of being a godling.
I whispered to Malalta, so, what did this godling say to us again at the start, before we got distracted?
The people you were drinking with, they travelled further into the woods through the fog.
Do you know which direction, roughly? Can you point us in the right direction?
Yeah, they went that way. And he points down to... I can't do it.
I point in the direction that he is pointing. They went that way.
They went a way that I can't point to. Why can't I point to it? Why can't I point to it?
How about you just click and hold and get the circle thing where you want?
I can't.
Really? As in that way?
Suddenly...
Can't do that either.
Reload again. Everybody's characters have disappeared.
He
When
points.
I saw red arrows pointing that way.
He
Hey
points.
guys, sorry. I've got to call it in a little while. I'm about to kill over.
That's okay. He
Please
points
don't
that
die on
way.
us. It means that I have to collect you.
Sleep-wise, I've been running around all day for my course, just starting
See the arrow?
Tuesday,
Yep.
whatever.
Yeah, he points that way.
Guys, I went that way.
Anyway,
Thank you for your help.
I'll probably log
No
off now.
problems.
You were
By the way,
I likes to help out.
Yeah. By the way, if you see us again, don't be afraid to show yourself again. Who knows? We can actually maybe steal something together or have a bit of fun together.
Ooh, that
Oh,
sounds
of course.
Yeah. Imagine all the chaos we could cause.
See, I think you twos are cool. That's why I lets you see me.
thanks.
All the others, they're just boring. They're all same.
I can hear you.
Yeah, but you don't know where I am, do yas?
A very fascinating ability. I'm quite curious.
I point towards Dragonborn. Look, she's right. Or, look, he's right behind you. And I see if anyone turns. Sadly, I don't think anyone does.
No.
It's just like, God damn it. I expected at least one. Yeah.
Now the godling's just gonna sneak up on them. They won't see it coming.
Yeah. When I
You
told
cannot
them
see
so,
them anyway. It's pointless.
Anyways, I've got some pranks things to do. So
Okay.
I'll see yas another time.
Have fun,
And
stay safe, and don't get caught.
Snaps his fingers and disappears from your sight.
Ooh, that's a very cool ability.
I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so, onwards?
Onwards.
Yes, onwards.
Alrighty.
I very much like to follow these people.
As you travel further into the woods, they seem to continue for miles. The sunlight streams through the leaves, giving a greenish glow to everything that you see. But as you continue to walk, the light shifts angles and it begins to fade. Knowing that night is on its way, you all know that it might be best to set up camp.
Yeah, yeah.
The woods are silent on this night, and the air grows chill. To warm your bones, a fire is lit, with only the crackling of the fire giving comfort to your ears. Not even the insects chirp tonight, leaving an eerie blanket hanging over your camp. Hold on. Yep, leaving an eerie blanket hanging over your shoulders. The fire sputters as a low mist gathers around the edges of your camp, growing closer as the night wears on. By the morning, a fog hangs thick in the air, turning the trees around you into a greyish ghosts. Then you notice these aren't the same trees that surrounded you the night before.
Oh.
I'm fairly sure I didn't drink last night.
Yeah.
Where are we?
I don't think it was that goblin we ran into either. They don't seem to do this kind of thing.
Edmund, is this the
Yes?
place we are looking for?
It has that sense of being watched.
Then we are where we need to be.
Indeed.
And we shall end it there.
Woo!
Whoa, that was a fun session. Poultry-based fencing and technical challenges.
Much longer than I thought.
We got it working in the end.
Yes.
Yeah.
After all of the technical issues and bathroom breaks.
Yep. And I still have some interesting technical issues.
And
We'll
now I need
work
to
out the
try-
kinks.
And now I need to try to animate poultry fencing.
Yes, please.
As I said, I need to make sure the motion capture studio at uni is working, so you know what I'm going to be testing it with.
Ooh.
So what are these minis you've created? Oh, they're just a halfling armed with a chicken. What's this one? A gnome armed with a chicken. What are they going to do with it? Fence. Okay.
Yep.
Why not?
Why not? Alrighty. Yes, so, just to go through some things. The Goblin Child, is a creature from the Book of Beautiful Horrors. Yeah. Which the Book of Beautiful Horrors adds in, well, doesn't so much add in, but it kind of converts a lot of the monsters and creatures from The Witcher into creatures that can be used in D&D, which I absolutely love, because there are so many monsters in The Witcher that have so much more of a background than a lot of the monsters just in the monster manual, and they add a sense, and a lot of them add an extra sense of fear and horror into the game, which I personally feel is lacking in the monster manual, in the monsters in the monster manual. So there may be other creatures which pop up here and there that come from the Book of Beautiful Horrors.
Okay.
So if there is a creature that pops up that none of you guys recognize from your past playings of D&D, it is probably from the Book of Beautiful Horrors.
Okay.
Oh, we'll really have to get them.
Yes. So, good work, guys.
Yay.
I look forward to making us all go on fun tangents again.
Oh,
That
gosh.
was amazing.
That was amazing. That was amazing with the chicken
Chicken fencing.
chicken fight.
Yeah, and what a quick nat 20 as well.
Yeah.
Even though my character was slightly ashamed, I will admit he was quite impressed.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna head off. Been fun.
Bitch.
Yeah.
I hope you guys have enjoyed this lovely time.
I have indeed. I've been
Yes.
waiting.
Very interesting session of D&D
Yes, fun.
with the crew of Ren, Mia, Nadar, Malalta, and Axel.
Yup.
And your DM. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.